Ask that again.
Why is the churches asking us as non-Jews, we're Gentiles, for tithes when the Gentiles were not even asked to tithe anything? It was always the Jews that were told to tithe a tenth.
I really believe that it became a systematic thing, and churches see it as a way to profit from the word.
Which is when they started preaching on tithing.
Which is when they did, yeah.
They're like, well, we need an income. We need to keep these building lights on and this and that. Let's start pushing tithing.
But here's another problem, though, is that your today's preacher don't teach the congregation about it completely. They only teach them the part that's going to profit them. But anything beyond that, why would they tell them? Why would they teach them?
I would think that too. Like, if your church is doing any sort of commerce in their church, I wouldn't tithe to them. Personally, I'm not. I told my wife this just 2 days ago. I said, I'm done tithing to my church till I get answers.
And tithing is, like we spoke before, it's really a faith-based thing. That comes within the personal relationship that you have with God. Like, say, for instance, you go to church on a day of the week that you go to church, and your preacher, he's up there, he's talking, he opens up the word and say he reads John chapter 3:16, and then he closes the book and he talks about it and he gives his personal opinion. To me, I really don't feel like I should pay a tithe for that, because you're not only just giving me a partial truth, but you're giving me your opinion about it as well, and that's not what I'm there for. If I'm going to go to church, I want to hear the word for what it is, chapter by chapter, verse by verse. And if you feel like somebody don't understand what it's, then break the scripture down in a way that they can understand it by not changing the definition of what it's even talking about.
But I also believe too, your opinion can help. Yes, you just got to be able to separate your opinion from the facts of it. But when the best teachers, they're going to use examples, even if it is from their own life. Sometimes that I 100% agree that that's okay.
So when you say example, you're referring to their testimony.
Like a testimony, yeah. Because testimonies do reach out to people. I mean, that's why I feel in my heart that's why I like to share my testimony with people that are struggling with the same stuff I went through.
Yep.
It gives them hope.
And everybody should have a bunch of them gems hidden away in their little box.
Well, everybody does, just not everybody knows that it's okay to share those. Some people their pride is too big to share that.
But yeah, back to the tithing. If I go to church and he opens up the word and he's reading the word and he's jumping from verse to verse to verse and he's telling you this is what it's talking about, let's stay on track. You bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna pay some type of a tithe, because I respect the truth and I want it for what it is. I don't want it for nothing else. If they're gonna give it like anything else, I'm not gonna pay for it. But it is profitable, and that's what the church doesn't understand, because they don't read the Bible for themselves. They don't study it. It is profitable for financial gain, for correction of your children, and living a good, right, peaceable life as it describes on how to do that. But if we don't read the Bible and study it for ourselves, we ain't gonna know. We just gonna know what the pastor talks about.
Right.
And that's not always a full truth neither. That's just your modern day church.